Welcome to the Prep Zone. My name is Grant Yenny. Tonight we're here at Lakeshore High School for a pre-district soccer matchup as number 7 in Division 1 Northshore travels to take on the Lakeshore Titans. I spoke with both coaches moments ago. Let's hear what they had to say and get to the action. Our pregame with Coach Benton. Coach, it's early in the season. Can you give us a quick rundown on how your team's been so far?
Right now we're just kind of pacing our way through the season. We've had a somewhat slow start to the season, just mainly with the youth and a lot of new players that we added to the varsity this year. But we've seen some positive results over the past couple games. We went out earlier in our last game and put up a really good score using some really young players. I think as we play a few more games, especially tonight against Northshore, is going to kind of tell us where we are and where we need to get to, in the future.
And Lakeshore, number 7 in the LHSAA standings for Division 1, a good team. What's it going to take to beat them tonight?
We're going to have to defend a lot. There's a lot of quality players on their side of the field. I mean, they're perennial, top 5, top 10 type school. We're going to have our hands full. I think for us, it's just going to be a matter of being very organized, making sure we get behind the ball early, not allowing them to stretch the field on us. And then, on the attacking side of things, we got to get forward as quick as possible and as organized as possible. We've had some issues with that first few games of the season, some challenges scoring goals, but hopefully we can turn it around tonight.
Pre-game with Coach Lazaro. Coach, it's early in the season. Can you give us a rundown on how it's been going so far?
Yeah, we've done well so far. We won the Pineville tournament. We started off playing Brother Martin. That was a good draw, 0-0. So far, it's been a great start of the season.
And number 7 in the Division 1 power rankings. What's it going to take to beat a team like Lakeshore from Division 2 tonight?
No, Lakeshore had a great squad last year. They're a very good team, well coached, well played, some great players I know. I think for us, it comes down to finishing. I think we do well moving the ball through the thirds. We do well creating chances. It's having that killer instinct, that ruthlessness that we need in front of goal. I mean, if we can sort that out, I have no problems for the rest of the season.
We are underway as the ball's dropped back. That was Walcott. Lakeshore kicking it up. It'll go back to the middle. Lakeshore fighting for it. Kicked up there, Riley Fritz. Far sideline, Villanueva. Looking to work it back to the middle. Has an open Fritz. Back to Fritz. Looking cross field. Grant Yenny and Rhett Sharp up here in the press box for this pre-district matchup, Lakeshore against Northshore.
What's up, Grant? This is going to be a good one. I feel like this is going to be a pretty physical matchup between these two squads. What do you think?
As we see right there.
Yeah.
Collision there. Lakeshore looking to get the ball away from their goal. That one up, and look who's in there starting.
Wow.
Jacob Bernard.
Yeah, fresh off the playoff run there with the football.
Yeah, he's only been to one practice. That was yesterday, and he's starting today for the varsity squad.
I mean, he's an athlete, so.
I was actually talking to him pregame. I said, "No rest, huh?" He's like, "No." He goes straight from football to soccer. Once soccer ends, he goes straight into baseball.
Oh, wow.
And then baseball ends, he goes right into football workouts. So he never stops. And this one kicked over by Evan Murders to Travion Prevost. That one slips through, and here's Bernard. The speedy Bernard takes the shot and goal. Wow.
Bernard took advantage of a lapse in the defense there from Northshore and scores the goal.
And with speed like his, you can't.
Yeah, you just can't
allow for those lapses. But Jacob Bernard, fresh off of the deep playoff run to the Dome for the Titans, comes out, has 1 day of practice, and scores the opening goal in this match.
Wow, that was I'm pretty sure that Northshore was caught off guard there, and Bernard able to slip past that back line and finish. Clinical.
So Northshore looking to equalize as they trail 1-0. And that'll go out of bounds over there on the far sideline. Throw in from the Panthers.
It's a good run.
J.P. Furman scoops this one up. Just telling everybody move up. A high punt from Furman, cross midfield and bounce before Bernard can kick it. And that'll go out of bounds. Another Panther throw in. Prevost. Tosses it up, headed down by Dawson Bertram. Panks, pass to the middle. Josh Quarterman looking to run it down. And Lakeshore looking to turn and get it away from their goal, and there's a push.
Yeah, it's a foul.
So, free kick be taken by Furman. Furman boots this one. Quarterman off his shoulder.
Another free kick awarded to the Titans. Grant, how about those fireworks early? Less than in under 2 minutes there, and the goal was, it's 1-0.
And 1-0. And North Shore, the number 7 team in Division I.
Right.
But very well done by the speedy Lakeshore crew and Jacob Bernard. I'm told he's never lost a race. Like one-on-one. Never.
That seems plausible. We've seen him all season on the football field.
Yeah. He never lost a race there. So a kick down, Murders pops it up. Here's Prevost. And that'll go out of bounds. Throw in coming from Matthew Shinevert. Hits the ground. Bertram. And taken right back by Lakeshore, back to North Shore. A lot of changes in possession.
Yeah, no one's really kind of gotten their offensive minds wrapped around this game yet. It's early, obviously, but I think that Lakeshore goal kind of shocked everybody.
Yeah. That went off the head of Shinevert. Look at the speed coming down the near sideline. And foul called.
Yeah, that looked like a good hustle play there to me.
So Caleb Veed. To take the free kick. Looks to get this one to the middle, popped up by North Shore, and back to Jacob Bernard. Bernard looking to get around, and that's a push in the back. They say play on. Booted back, Murders. To Prevost. And Bertram will drop it back to Murders. Murders had Bernard there pressuring. He kept looking for another way to kick it.
Right.
There's Quarterman. And kicked upfield by Mateo Villanueva. That will go out of bounds. It will be a goal kick.
That was almost a good look, through pass through the back line. And we do have flags on the corners now.
So J.P. Furman to kick this one away here in the 8th minute. Bertram, but kicked away by Kenneth Plaisance. Leger to Bernard. And Bernard over to Quarterman. Burris. And they're looking to work this one up. Field had room to run. Good pass. And kicked out by Jack Geddes.
I know Coach Lazaro works on, North Shore's technique, and their passing ability is really strong. And once they get started, you can see they started to link up a little bit up that far sideline there, Grant, and couldn't quite get it done. But one of their biggest strengths, like I said, is their passing game.
Prevost. There's Panks.
That's a good
Pass
ball.
through. Running for it.
Got to it. Oh, wow. One time would have been perfect.
But kicked away there by Geddes.
That was a pinpoint pass in the corner to set up that cross.
You mentioned at the start of this when the physical play that we would see.
Right.
And we are seeing a good bit of bumping down there.
Yeah. I mean, these guys recognize the importance of this game, non-district like you had mentioned, but still, these two teams and the quality of soccer, and we say it every season in this parish, is so high that,
Absolutely.
team after team, you're facing, players that have played for a very long time and highly skilled.
Some doing many doing club soccer.
Oh, 100%.
Showcases and all of those different programs.
Right.
Villanueva, that far sideline. And it really is all over the parish. Your North Shore, Slidell, Mandeville, Lakeshore, everybody
Right.
has high-quality soccer programs here.
And it's
That
been
one cleared out.
it's been that way for a few years now, and it's only going to get stronger as we get closer to the 2020s.
Well, this is our last game of 2017.
Oh,
that
wow.
We're doing, so we're
All right.
inching even closer
Perfect.
to the 2020s. Next time we have a game, it'll be 2018.
Wow, what a beautiful segue that was.
I try.
You did good.
Yeah.
This is a great, this is a great game to end the year on, in my opinion.
Absolutely.
First of all, the facilities here are great. Always coming to this press box is so nice, and the field. I'm sure that, visiting teams that come through, they have to enjoy playing on this turf.
Absolutely. That's something Dave Williams and I were talking about, how it's good on the knees.
Yeah.
Walking around on the
It's a
turf
great
down
playing
there.
service. It plays true. It's a bit speedy, but it's just a nice. You don't have to deal with the weather conditions. The rain comes right off of it.
Yeah, you don't have to ever deal with a sloppy field.
No.
And also a big thanks to the athletic director here at Lakeshore, Andrew Knock, for having this press box warmed up for us when we got here.
Ready to go. That's a dangerous ball in the box.
Booted away. It'll be a North Shore throw-in here in the 12th minute. Throwing it in is Bertram. Headed away by Plaisance. And fighting for it, Chenevert.
Cross.
And caught by J.P. Furman.
JP, no problem with that.
The cross from Villanueva. Check that, Panks. Looking to run it down is Eli Mullins. There's Chenevert. Booting it downfield. Right to Fritz. Price. Far sideline. That was
Miscue.
just off the mark.
Yeah, they were working with something there, North Shore. Can't finish. That's a great move.
Yeah, they get it back. Luke Price racing down far sideline, looking to pass to the middle. Taken by Lakeshore, kicked upfield. There's Fritz. Dropped back, murders as Bernard was pressuring. That one riding the line.
Yeah,
and it's going to
still
stay in.
Wow.
And a collision with the flag over there in that far corner. But a goal kick from Furman. Leger, Quarterman. Plenty of real estate there to run it up. Pass out to Plaisance. Racing down against Bertram. And a bit of an elbow. That'll ride out of bounds.
Yeah, Bertram had to recover.
And that'll give a goal kick to Austin Dunlap. Dunlap also the punter for the North Shore football team.
A lot of crossover athletes on the field right now.
Yes.
At least two, probably more.
Well, Josh Massa also plays for Lakeshore. He was wide receiver for the Lakeshore team. Evan Murders was a member of the football team as well. And Andrew Stein, who's a very good kicker for North Shore, also on the team here for the Panthers. Here in the 15th minute. A sub coming in. Zach Dollar, the freshman, getting some varsity reps for Coach Penton. That ball through. Nobody there to follow up on it. So Furman will scoop it up. Quite a punt from Furman. Here's Bertram. Good defense. Mullins just cut him off there. Throw in from Prevost. Here's Bernard. Everybody flocks to Bernard as soon as he gets the ball. Everybody runs to him.
Yeah.
One-on-one, all it takes is for him to make one move, but if you get a couple guys around him, you have a better shot at stopping him.
Yeah, Lakeshore's going to have to create some space and then get it back to Bernard. Kind of the same way that he scored. And that was I think that they were, really fortunate to be able to get behind that back line of North Shore so early. So we'll see if they can do it again.
The ball being retrieved as it hit that fence line on the other side. The corner kick from Geddes. Booted high. Walcott. And Veed will get it back to Furman. Here's Quarterman. And throw in coming for the Titans. Battling forward on the sideline, that'll go back out, and that'll be a Panther throw-in. Villanueva. Villanueva's been all over the pitch tonight. Throw into Quarterman.
Mishandled there, huh?
Taken the other way by the Panthers.
That's a good ball.
There's Panks. Blocked away by Chenevert.
Panks was going to take a shot.
Geddes pushing up field. And Luke Price was there to take it away. Now North Shore still in possession. And we have a whistle. This will be a free kick for the Titans. Header, Bertram. Bertram gets it back. Heading to the middle. He'll drop it back. No options to pass to. Prevost.
I like the way that Northshore resets like that, but they have to be careful because you know, a slip up could be potentially harmful, like the first goal that slipped past their back line. And there's a shot.
And that one over the goal. Shot attempted by Nick Panks. But yeah, back to the reset. That's what led to the initial Bernard goal as he slipped right through.
Right. I think Panks would like to have that shot back. It's pretty close to the face of the goal there to fly it over.
And he just got a little too far under it.
He did.
Prevost passing over to Fritz. We'll drop it back to Murders. Panks has a man open, passes to him. That's Luke Price. And out of bounds off of Quarterman. Good job getting in the way. So we're about halfway through the first half here. What adjustments do you think Northshore needs to make so far after watching them for 20 minutes?
You know, I think they got, like I said, I think they got caught off guard with that really early goal. And since then it's been possession offensively, at least in their offensive third, all Northshore. They just need to maybe get a shot off like this.
Left-footed, Furman scoops it up. Shot there from Villanueva.
I think they're just going to have to collect themselves. See, that kind of pass is what Lakeshore needs to do more of right there. If they can get through to Bernard again, you know, it's going to be off to the races one-on-one. And if Bernard can control it like he did in the the first time, then, you know, it's going to be a one-on-one with the goalie situation almost every time. The key, though, is to get it to him, and that's going to be difficult because Northshore understands that the kid can just fly by their back line. So that's going to be the key all night long for Lakeshore. But they're also going to have to play a lot of defense just like this. That's
cross goal.
I mean, that's what Northshore does right there. Run it down to the corner, cross it in, and that was perfect. So,
yeah, Walcott here in the 21st minute. Walcott with the goal.
Yeah, so it's 1-1 now, and I think that's going to be the matchups, if you will, tonight is the Lakeshore defense and being able to transition, into an offensive position while maintaining the pressure that's inevitably going to keep coming for the Panthers.
And Northshore looking to press it up once again. That one out of bounds off of Panks. It'll be a throw-in for Lakeshore. But immediately, Lakeshore kicks it off, and Northshore's coming right back at him.
Yeah, so you want to watch the momentum swings here. I think Lakeshore really got off to a good start with that goal, and they were feeling good. And so now you've got a 1-1 game, and you really need to kind of tighten it up if you're a Lakeshore player and understand that the Panthers didn't panic. And they shouldn't either.
The Panthers, a top 10 team in Division I.
And with good reason. Grant, we've seen them play so many years now, and every year they come up with a top.
They always have
squad,
a solid program
for sure, and this is no different. But playing away or if you're Lakeshore, you're playing at home. It's got to mean something. So. And again, you can't see on the screen right now, but Bernard is the only one back there, and he's just he's going to have to wait for his turn for the guys to get it up through the midfield, and back to him.
So a throw-in, awaiting a throw-in from the Panthers. That one a long throw-in to the middle. Bertram, he'll drop it back to Fritz. Fritz looking for a man to pass to. Price Kicked away by Lakeshore. Another opportunity for North Shore.
Shot.
And it's
Oh, we're going to have a free kick right here.
this is quite an opportunity for North Shore.
Yeah, this is right in the wheelhouse for one of the better shot makers to go ahead and pull the trigger here. Furman is going to have to direct the wall.
Fernando Trujillo to take this one.
Let's see if Trujillo can dip it up and then down, maybe curve it.
Backing up the wall.
These are always so interesting, right? Like there's so many ways you can kind of attack this.
Trujillo shot, kept low, and scooped up by Furman.
Good eye from Furman, but Trujillo was able to actually, get it through the wall. A little bit of accuracy. That's a good give and go right there.
Prevost, near sideline, that'll go out of bounds off of Chenevert. And that'll be a throw-in for Prevost as he runs down the ball near the fence line.
No.
This is where your ball boys and girls come in handy.
Yeah, none of those tonight.
It slows down the pace of the game when they have to, when the players have to go retrieve the balls.
Yeah.
Sometimes we'll call games where they have ball boys and ball girls, and they retrieve the balls. It just keeps everything going. They have a ball ready, and then they go run down another ball.
Right. Not tonight.
That one through. Bernard pressuring. Kicked by Kiesler Burris. Panks. And out of bounds for a Titan throw-in. And subs as Quarterman comes out. Adam Oosterling checks in. Oosterling, a freshman, also getting reps along with Dollar.
A lot of the younger guys getting in there, getting some quality varsity time.
And that one dropped back to Furman. Kicks it far sideline. Northshore takes it away with Panks. Blocked away, looking to run it down. Northshore gets it right back. They'll drop it to Bertram. Bertram looking to split defenders, passes it off. And that's something, back to Bernard now. Bernard looking to run it down. Murders.
Wow.
Here's Bernard still with the ball. And scooped up as Dunlap falls right on top of it. But speedy Jacob Bernard nearly with another opportunity there. Bertram. And that'll go out of bounds off of Bertram. Throw in coming from Chenevert. That one kept down. Plays on. Northshore gets it right back. Racing down. Luke Price looking to get it back to the middle. Looking to get around defenders. Has Trujillo.
Uh-oh. Trujillo went down with something.
And they're saying kick it out. And they boot it out. And we will step away for the injury timeout. After the injury break, Bernard tossing it in. And they'll kick it back to Dunlap. Dunlap up the sideline. Looking to find another man to pass to. It's covered by Leger. Kicked away by Murders. Bertram, near collision there. That's where headers can get kind of dangerous.
Yeah, that was a good look from Murders though, from the back position all the way up to Bertram.
Kicked up.
That's dangerous right there.
Looking to get over. Kicked away by Furman. Luke Price was pressuring, though.
Yeah, Luke saw a goal opportunity and almost took it.
Northshore. Lakeshore gets that one away. That was a near opportunity for Northshore, though, as the Lakeshore guys didn't seem to be communicating.
Right.
They were both going for it. Somebody from Northshore could have slipped right through. But a whistle, and this will be a free kick for the Titans. Booted away by Furman. There's Burris, and that'll go out of bounds. It'll be a Titan throw-in over on the far sideline. Ball retrieved. Grayson Grinnell. Thrown in. And right back to Northshore. Battling for it, Price. And that'll go out of bounds. Price quickly thrown back in. Panks looking to cut back inside. Now trying to find someone to pass to. It's taken away by Oosterling.
Panks got in there so quickly, no one was there to help him out. Nice move.
Good job by the freshman to steal that one away. Header back by Panks. Here's Panks again.
Wow, that
Pass.
was almost a through ball. Bertram's still on it, right?
And Bertram has it taken away from him by Plaisance. Plaisance racing down this near sideline, passing up, and just off the side of the foot sends it sailing out of bounds. He was looking to pass it up the sideline.
Right.
Here in the 33rd minute now. Prevost retrieving the ball, running up with it now to throw in. Toss in. There off the hip of Cochran. Villanueva. And booted away by Chenevert.
Stolen.
Pass through. Bernard looking to run it down. Murders gets it out of bounds. Good hustle from Murders. That'll be a throw-in for Bernard and the Titans deep in Panther territory. Passes it down, gets through, and Prevost clears it away. That'll be another throw-in for the Titans.
Nice turn.
And scooped up by Dunlap. Northshore looking to work the ball through, trying to get it upfield. Lakeshore gets it back. Chenevert back down to Price. Here's Bertram. And that back and kicked away by Plaisance.
No call.
Play on. Mateo Villanueva up. Bertram looking to run it down. And that will go out of bounds for a goal kick for the Titans.
Bertram not quite able to swing his leg around and get a good cross.
And Furman boots this one away. Bertram getting it right back for the Panthers.
Yeah, Bertram's done a lot here on the left side.
Kicked away by Shinavert. This one up to Plaisance. Looking to split defenders, but can't get there as Bertram takes it right back. And that'll be scooped up by Furman and rolled out. Kicked upfield, Bernard looking to outrun Prevost. And it'll go out of bounds before Bernard can get there. So Travion Prevost will throw in for the Panthers. And right back out of bounds. This time a throw in for the Titans. Shinavert. Keeps it short. Down to Eli Mullins. And that one off the foot of Geddes. Just didn't get all of that one to keep it in his possession.
Now it kind of slid right through there, didn't it?
Up to Price. Back to Burris. Kicks it out of bounds. This will be a throw-in for the Titans. Grayson Grinnell. Murders. And that one deflected. Opportunity for North Shore. Panks.
Yep.
Goal. And North Shore has taken the lead.
Yeah, that was that's unfortunate for Lakeshore and Furman. Who was trying to do the right thing and just clear that ball. Unfortunately, it got deflected, and Panks just finished it.
Now North Shore leads 2-1. Walcott goal in the 21st minute. Panks in the 37th.
You know, I was just fixing to comment, Grant, that if I was Lakeshore, I'd feel good about a 1-1 tie going into halftime. And unfortunately, they couldn't pull it off. But for the Panther fans out there, you got to be happy with that turn of events.
For sure. Free kick coming for the Titans as we get close. We're close to halftime.
Yeah, I mean, it was a 1-1 game for most of the first half, and so now it's up to Lakeshore to answer. Looks like that ball kind of slipped.
Yeah.
We're probably going to have a few minutes of extra time because of the injury and a couple other.
The injury was about 2 minutes worth of time. Bertram, nobody there. Lakeshore kicking this one up. Here's Mullins. Plaisance. Panks.
Taken away, nice.
And there's Mullins. And out of bounds.
I'll say this too, man. This has been a fairly entertaining match. Both teams are in this. You know, no one's running away with it, and it's been fun to watch.
Yeah, physical, a lot of speed, and early scoring.
Yeah.
Everything we look for in a good match.
Absolutely, and there's skill on both sides of the ball.
Absolutely.
So it's not like.
Well, and that comes from what we talked about earlier.
Sure.
From just this area.
Yeah, yeah.
So a throw-in coming. Shinavert nearly taken away by Panks.
Trying to go for that steal, and that would have been dangerous.
Here's Panks again, looking to turn, gets around the defender. Oosterling pressuring, gets around him.
The nutmeg.
But now taken away by Lakeshore. Upfield and through.
Bernard was going to be offside. and he recognized it, I think, is what we saw there.
I've never seen that when calling a game. Usually they'll just go for it and get the offside call.
Yeah.
That's good heads-up awareness there by Bernard.
Yeah, well, the back line stepped for North Shore, and I think Jacob saw that. Otherwise, that's off to the races.
For sure. Headed up. And this one kicked back to Furman. Didn't get all of that one. It was just popped up. Villanueva looking to find a teammate. And that one booted back there by Riley Fritz. Furman downfield. Kicked over. Here's Oosterling. Oosterling up to Bernard. And Bernard passed to Mullins. Here's Bernard. Looking to fight through defenders.
Yeah,
and there's a call.
That's a call all day. Bernard split defenders, and then they just kind of collided with him. He is quick, Grant.
Oh, yeah. So free kick coming here. We're in stoppage time, so very close to half. Lakeshore looking to equalize as they trail 2-1. This one booted and wide left from Jacob Leger.
Yeah, off the target. Good idea, though, but execution was not there.
This one kicked back to Dunlap. Dunlap booting this one far, headed back. Far sideline. And that will be a goal kick for the Titans. And Furman pushing everyone forward. Crossing midfield. Strong leg from the sophomore Furman. Check that, a junior. Throw in coming far sideline for the Titans. And that will take us to half as North Shore leads 2-1 here at Lakeshore.
St. Tammany Parish Public Schools, an A-rated school district. Graduates with the highest ACT scores in the state. Facilities with the latest technology. Safe and secure schools. A variety of sports. Fine arts. And learning to last a lifetime.
I'm Superintendent Trey Foles, and this is where we educate every child, every day.
Second half underway as Lakeshore kicks that one away. That's Spencer Lacombe. Kicked up there by Braden Neal. So we're seeing some fresh jerseys on both sides, both teams here in this pre-district matchup. This will be a throw-in for Lakeshore from Grayson Grinnell. But North Shore leads 2-1 here at the beginning of the second half. Awaiting a throw-in from Braden Neal. Neal looking for someone to throw to. Lofts it over the head of Panks. Panks scored the second goal for North Shore in the first half.
Yeah, it was 1-1 for most of the first half, like we were talking about previously, and then North Shore able to capitalize on that. Really, kind of a miscue in the back there for Lakeshore.
Trevion Prevost cross.
Oh, wow.
Scooped up by Furman.
Furman picked that one up off the turf.
That one passed to Spencer Lacombe. Lacombe has it kicked away by Kiesler Burris. Oosterling pressuring. Kicked away. Here's Panks. Wide left.
I'll say this, Panks is not afraid to take a shot, but that one off target.
So Furman to kick this one away for the Titans, pushing his team up. And Rep, what do you want to see from both teams here in the second half?
You know, Grant, I think it's still anybody's match. 2-1 is still a tight game, and Lakeshore really, all they need is one or two, passes to go their way, and I think they're past that back line, and especially if Bernard, he's on the field right now, but if he was able to get to it, or any of their offensive players, really, Grant, it's one touch away from being a tie ball game again. North Shore, on the other hand, looked to me to be the aggressors, the crisper passing team right now. They just seem a little bit more poised, and that's only because they've been controlling the ball a little bit more. So I think that they are, on the right track. I know Coach Lazaro probably talked to them at halftime, and just, if anything, just get a few more attempts on the goal.
And moving downfield is Mullins.
Just taking off the ball.
North Shore takes it back. Something I noticed in the first half was the vision in passing for North Shore.
Yeah.
Is that something that just comes with experience, or can that be coached?
Yeah, it's a little bit of both, Grant, but I think that these kids obviously have played, on this team and probably others together for a while, and it really, it shows, and it comes with knowing the strengths and the weaknesses of your teammates and what they can do, what they can't do, how fast they are, what kind of moves they can make away from the ball, things like that. Like, I'm sure every kid on Lakeshore squad knows that Jacob Bernard can just smoke past the last defender. The question is, can they get him the ball, and can he control it enough to kind of get it to his shooting foot, things like that.
And also, speaking of Jacob Bernard, he's coming off of a stellar football season for the Lakeshore football team. But you played football and you played soccer. How much of a transition is that? I mean, he's coming off of one practice and started this match. How long would you say it takes to get into full playing shape?
Yeah, I talked to you about that before the game, and really, my senior year was tough because we I think won a couple playoffs games, and then I had to come and play soccer. And honestly, I wasn't quite in the cardiovascular conditioning that I needed to be in to compete for a full game. And I think that's why you see Jacob might not be playing right now, because it's tough. But a couple weeks in, you get your legs back and you figure out that there's a little more running involved. Not to say, obviously, that football players are not in shape, because they are, but it's a different type of conditioning. So
Absolutely, it's more a distance runner type conditioning, as opposed to football is more like a sprinter.
Right, exactly. So, but yeah,
But I mean, even coming off of that run, Jacob Bernard still looks to. It was almost as he didn't miss a beat scoring that first goal.
Absolutely, it was flawless.
But to sustain, as we've seen here now in the second half, he's not in.
Right.
They could be working.
Yeah, it'll take
out.
its toll. Sure.
Yeah. That one off of Oosterling. A lot of young guys getting playing time for Lakeshore.
Yeah.
And we've seen that a lot for their boys and girls, where they'll play some freshmen. Every year they have some freshmen that play on the varsity. Here's Villanueva. Taken back, going the other way for Lakeshore. This one kicked through, and it will be scooped up by Austin Dunlap. Trevion Prevost moving up the pitch and kicked back. This one kicked across for Burris. Back to Prevost. And that one just off the mark, but Bertram able to come back and run it down and kicked away by Lakeshore.
That's a good pass out to the right wing there.
Braden Neal gets it. Lakeshore moving it up. Another good pass there. No one there. And Northshore gets it back.
One touch off.
Bertram's got some wheels.
He does. He's got some speed, and he's playing really, really tough tonight.
That goes out. Looks to be a goal kick for the Titans.
He's got the one of the captain's armbands, so you know that he's got some time, work put in with the team.
Braden Neal with the other one.
Right. Also, Murders back there has.
Evan Murders. Booted away. That one over to Mullins. Mullins looking to pass it up as Murders runs it down, and Dunlap scoops it up. Dunlap also with one of those armbands. Prevost. And that one banks out of bounds off of a Lakeshore player. So that'll be a throw-in for Prevost. Once again out of bounds, another throw-in coming.
Right into the North Shore bench.
Battling for it, and we have a collision.
Yeah, it's got to be a whistle, free kick going the other way.
That'll be a free kick for the Titans. And Furman will set up to take it. Keeps it short. Geddes. Bertram. Up to Price. Lakeshore gets possession back. Here's Mullins. Oosterling going the other way. Fritz. And Furman gets in the way to grab that one and pull it down. Long punt from Furman. Battling it out, far sideline. Bertram once again. And it's not very long intervals that go by without saying Bertram's name.
Yeah, he's in the action for sure.
And we have another whistle.
Yeah, this is all back and forth right now. They, no one is really winning the possession game.
A free kick coming from the Titans. Caleb Veed. Check that. That's Jack Geddes takes that one. Mateo Villanueva, some fancy footwork, passing over to his teammate Ian Cochran. And that'll go out of bounds. So another goal kick from Furman. Booted away. Geddes. Back to North Shore. There's Panks. Fritz dropping it back to Prevost. Prevost up to Cochran. Didn't get all of that one in Lakeshore. Boots it back the other way, Jack Geddes. But Panks able to, and
that was good defense.
Play on.
Was. He got the ball. Bertram trying to cross it now.
Cross and straight into Furman's hands.
I mean, just a couple feet further, you know, away from the goal, sort of in the 6 would have been perfect. And here's Bernard.
Yeah, Bernard back in the game. Murders pressuring, and that'll hit
Off
the flag.
Wow, you don't see that very often.
And Murders has to clear that one out, so that'll be a throw in for Bernard. And Bernard a little tight now, adjusting his shin guards. Bernard looking to cross or find someone to pass to. Flips it up and kicked away by North Shore. North Shore headed the other way. Geddes tips that one. And it's taken back by Fritz. Play on, Geddes.
Clean tackle.
Passing up, Bertram pressuring. That one goes out of bounds off the foot of Spencer Lacombe.
The Titans getting physical out there.
So Prevost to throw this one in. And booted away by Murders. Burris. Back to Burris again, looking to find someone upfield. Cochran.
That's good work from North Shore.
Up to Bertram, and that's what we were talking about a few minutes ago. Just good vision and good passes.
Yeah, they really can link up. They just haven't been able to get that final ball, whether it be a cross or a through ball through the middle. You know, on the other side, Lakeshore is just really kind of hoping someone's going to be back there.
And Dunlap to punt this one away. Grinnell. And taken back again by North Shore. And fancy footwork, spinning around and feeding the ball up to Neal. Villanueva.
Wow.
Splits defenders. Crosses Oosterling. And it'll be kicked away by Shinevert.
Good pass.
And Furman is there as a defender, as a player from North Shore was pressuring.
Yeah, that was one step away from being able to kind of get that off of Furman's hands.
And North Shore getting the ball back. I mean, I need a possession clock to time possession,
right.
but North Shore is leading it significantly.
Yeah, it's going back and forth, but North Shore has the edge, and Lakeshore is doing a lot of running around without the ball.
Prevost, good job there to get the ball back.
Just kind of pickpocket there, huh?
And kicked away by North Shore, but right back to Panks. Panks has room to run, looking for someone to pass to, takes the shot.
Wow.
Boom! Just past Furman.
Man.
Panks with the brace.
I knew Panks was going to shoot because that's his thing, but the step over and then the shot kept it low, away from Furman, and just accuracy. That's a perfect finish.
Panks, 2 goals on the night. Walcott with the other one. North Shore leads 3-1.
Panks is a dangerous player. You watch him, we've been watching him, and this is the first time I've seen him this season. I don't know, was he, I'm not sure if I remember him last season.
I don't know either.
But I know that the kid wants to, he wants to shoot, and with good reason, because he's got 2 goals, and, that was a really nice finish. So Lakeshore now, Grant, with their work cut out for them.
And I think it's warranted. I think it's time to pull the old cliche out. But you miss 100% of the shots that you don't take. And, sometimes Panks does miss, but you've seen that 2 goals.
Sure, yeah. I say it all the time. You hear me all the time say exactly what you just, how you put it. That's you got to shoot. Also, just now, Bertram and Bernard kind of got into it on that far sideline. So look out for that.
Starting to see the chippiness coming out.
Yeah. Wow.
And more physicality, and that time it's a whistle? Yes.
Yeah, it's going to be a whistle. That was a pretty tough challenge.
So Furman retrieving the ball and setting up. Kicking it deep, but it pulled right as he kicked right down the sideline, pulled right and goes out of bounds. So it'll be a throw-in for the Panthers. Bertram tosses this one in to Walcott. Walcott looking to cross. Gets around the defender.
Panks looking for the hat trick on that. If that would have gotten to him in the box, look out.
But cleared out by the Titans. It'll be another throw in from Bertram. As we enter the 60th minute.
Bertram's going to try to get this into the box.
Headed back, and Furman is on the spot and tosses it downfield down to Spencer Lacombe. Lacombe, as it goes past Bernard, the ball gets to Dunlap, picks it up.
Yeah.
Some excited, spirited play out there.
Yeah. We've seen. Hey, look, I've seen that work. I think we called a game where that worked one time, and someone blocked a throw or a punt.
And this throw in coming from Grayson Grinnell. He'll dump it back to Jack Geddes. Geddes long toss in over the head of his team, kicked away by North Shore by Kiesler Burris.
Nice touch.
Here's Panks, gets around the defender, shot, scooped up by Furman.
Hanks quick, decisive.
You know, that's something when a lot of times I ask you, what do teams need to do
Mhm.
in these games? You say, they need to take more shots. They need to take
Yeah.
more. Well, you can't say that about Panks.
Can't. You
He's
can't. And it's worked out for him.
yeah.
Honestly, man, I think a lot of these, the teams that we cover, they want to fit the puzzle pieces in so perfectly that they miss opportunities when they can just kind of, they can. More goals goals are left on the table. Let's just say that.
Good way to put it. Yeah.
But Northshore tonight's taking advantage of it.
Northshore leading 3-1 here in the 62nd minute. This one popped up on the ground, battling for it.
No whistle.
No whistle there, play on. And dropping the ball, the throw in, come from Ian Cochran. Cochran headed, making a play on it. Neal battling it out over there in that corner with Grinnell. And that'll be a goal kick for Furman. Furman sending it downfield off the chest of Lacombe. Come back.
It's a good through ball.
Yeah, chasing it down is Neal. Cross, and he was looking there for Panks.
Looking for Panks, but look at Panks with the wheels. He chases that ball down, keeps it in bounds.
And banks it off of a Lakeshore player, so it'll be a throw-in from Bertram.
But Bertram was making a run. I mean, they're always overlapping or making through ball runs or trying to make things happen. North Shore is a very, very crafty squad.
Headed back, Oosterling. Prevost. Up to Bertram. Looking to get the ball to Panks, and it was just, the ball was kind of left in space there.
He just lost the handle, huh?
Bertram into the hands of
Wow.
Furman. And a long throw down to Lacombe.
Yeah, Furman's trying to get the counter started, but it just stalls.
Here's Bernard. Downfield. Has a man with Leger, and it's scooped up by Dunlap.
This is nonstop, end-to-end action. I mean, just 100% go.
Yeah, very little 40 to 40,
No, man.
kicking back and forth.
This is an all-out brawl out here in the field,
That one kicked up and will sail out of bounds.
Figuratively, not a literal brawl.
Right. Not literally.
No.
No
Exactly.
cards have been issued.
Yeah, it's a pretty clean game.
Yeah.
It's just been a good game to watch. I know Lakeshore, the results are not exactly what they'd like to see right now, but the Panthers have come out here and really shown us some things.
Here's Panks. Speedy Panks working through defenders, still with the handle on it, and just off the mark as Braden Neal couldn't get a hold of it. Here's Bernard looking to run it down.
Nice turn.
There's Lacombe. Shot. Oh! And just
Wow.
right as Dunlap couldn't get there to haul it
That
in, but it
was,
was just off the mark to the right.
That was David Williams, our cameraman, had the perfect angle on that, and that ball actually, it curved, but not quite enough to catch the post. But I'll tell you what, Grant, it was about 6 inches off the ground, just a burner.
And it leads to a corner for the Titans. Jack Geddes takes this one, and Bertram on the spot kicks this one away. There's Shinavert. And Jacob Bernard looking to run down Neal, but Neal's able to kick it away. Kick coming from Furman. Furman waiting for some subs. And now booting it downfield. It was headed into Bernard. Lakeshore gets it back and taken away. No, there's Bernard. And whistle.
Looked like a foul against Lakeshore.
So Murders quickly kicking this one away. Getting a hold of it is Stanworth. And that one.
Let's make a corner kick.
Out of bounds. Yeah, corner coming for the Panthers as they quickly run off to retrieve the ball. Cochran to take this one. Kicks it and just squirts through. That one banked off a Lakeshore player.
Yep.
Panks gets it back. Kick down Bertram. Prevost. Battling it out over there on that far sideline. Play on, and it's taken the other way by Lakeshore. That went off the shoulder of Oosterling.
Gonna be a handball. Yeah, aggressive play with Bertram along that far sideline.
And quickly, the kick is taken by the Panthers. Here's Panks. And Panks will have to run this one down for the throw-in. Throw-in coming from Andrew Stein. Stein, the kicker for the North Shore football team. And that one falls right into the arms of Furman. Kicked away. Headed back by Bernard. Prevost runs it down, passing it off to Bertram. Bertram has room to work with. Deflected and taken away by Lakeshore, headed the other way. Caleb Veed in a collision.
Yeah, they're looking for a card.
Veed saying throw the flag.
Lakeshore is not happy with Bertram.
But a free kick quickly taken by Geddes. And that'll be taken by Dunlop. He'll pick this one up. And punt this one away. Geddes. Shinavert. And Dunlap awaiting as
Jacob Bernard is kind of limping off.
the trainer comes out to assist him off. So now the official talking with Dunlap drops the ball. And back to the action. Here's Prevost down the far sideline. Headed up. Dunlap.
Oh,
And
wow.
a big collision.
Kind of shrugs it off, and here comes the counter.
Going the other way, North Shore.
Mishandled.
Yeah, Lakeshore takes it back. Veed. And a whistle.
Yeah, a lot of physicality late in the match. No cards, though, Grant.
And a good display of sportsmanship after that big collision near the goal. They slap hands.
Kind of high five there?
Yeah, low five almost from Dunlap. Dunlap and Leger. Kicked away, Geddes. And that will roll out of bounds. So North Shore leading 3-1. This one drawing near to the conclusion. Rhett, where do these teams go from here?
You know, I think Lakeshore in their division, their district, they're going to be okay. I think that it looks like they're still trying to figure out an identity offensively and how they want to attack. You know, but this is also a very tough game to play. The North Shore squad, always tough to play, and that brings me to North Shore. North Shore looks strong, you know, and they have for several seasons now. Coach Lazaro has really been trying to break through and get to that kind of final playoff push that they're just not been able to, for whatever reason, get past, you know, Team A or Team B, kind of further on. So we'll see what happens in as the season progresses. I know we'll cover them again. So
yeah, next time we'll see him will be against the Mandeville Skippers in January.
Right. And I don't know how Mandeville has fared this
Mandeville
season.
lost seniors. They had a very good squad last year. They
Right.
lost a lot of seniors last year, so we'll see how that plays out.
Yeah. So, you know, I think North Shore's got a pretty good chance to make a decent run here, especially this year with the way things are laid out with their district.
What'll be interesting to see is when North Shore and St. Paul's play.
Always interesting. One of the best matchups of the season every season.
That one at Hunter Stadium this year, so we can't be there.
Can't be there, but we will be there in spirit, I'm sure, and we'll hear about it.
Drop back, Prevost. Turn, Leger. Looking to cross, looking to get it back to Prevost. Taken by Geddes. Good hustle, and he has room to work with, but he's being run down by Prevost, and he's able to cut back inside. And a collision there.
All ball, no call.
Play on, they say. And that one goes out of bounds as Trujillo was looking the opposite direction of where the ball was heading. So that's a throw-in to Zach Dollar. Rojas. And that goes out of bounds. Could be a it will be a corner for the Panthers.
Short kick. Nope. Gonna player down.
We have
Looks like
a player. It looks like a cramp.
maybe a cramp. So,
But we'll step away for the injury break. After the injury timeout, corner kick for the Panthers. Lakeshore able to get a hold of it and keep North Shore from making a play there. But here's Panks looking to work around Lakeshore's defenders and kicked away by Geddes. Good defense there. Kicked over by Cochran. Looking to work the ball up, and that will go out of bounds for a goal kick from Furman. Boots this one down. It goes right back to Cochran. Kicked back. And out of bounds. Throw in coming from Leger. Keeps it short up to Quarterman. Quarterman to the middle. Pass off the mark. Lakeshore will let it go out of bounds and throw it in. Quarterman. Kicked up. North Shore needs to get it away from their goal. Battling it out. Dunlap. Here's an opportunity. Well done by Dunlap getting in the way of that ball. He just laid out. Another opportunity cleared away. Good hustle by the Panthers. And Cochran clearing it out there. Lakeshore certainly had an opportunity. Also good hustle from Dunlap diving in front of the ball. Lakeshore pressuring, and that one just over the goal. That'll be a goal kick for the Panthers as Dunlop awaits a new ball to be tossed in. So Dunlop setting up. Booting this one deep. Through Furman out of the box. Kicks this one down. And we're officially in stoppage time. We could have about 2 to 3 minutes added due to the injury and various other stoppages throughout the second half. And they're battling it out over in that corner, kicked away. North Shore taking their time to get the ball back to the sideline, and it just it was in the first half and part of the second half it was kind of a jog. Now it's a nice Sunday walk.
yeah, a little stroll.
Prevost. And that goes out of bounds. So North Shore once again throwing this one in. Far sideline battle. Goes out of bounds. Another throw in coming. Throw in for the Titans. Kicked away. Far header from Burris. And there's the whistle to end the match as North Shore takes it 3-1. This has been a fun one to watch and a great start to the PrepZone boys soccer season.
Yes.
So let's send a thank you to those who helped bring you this match, starting with our superintendent, Mr. Trey Folse, our director of broadcasting, Dr. Melody Menard, cameraman, editor, and coordinator of Channel 13, Dave the Rave Williams, color analyst, Rhett Sharp. So from Lakeshore High School, where the North Shore Panthers defeat the Lakeshore Titans 3-1, my name is Grant Yenny. Good night. You are now leaving the Prep Zone.